Greetings, dear people of God at Trinity. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for my reflection this week. I just want to remind you that each of these reflections is unto itself. I feel as if Lent has been a journey that we've shared all year long. And so this reflection, as they all do, reflect the way that I am touched by something that someone says, by something that I observe or see on my daily walks or in my life. And I presume to share it with you in the hopes that you will find comfort or inspiration or something to ponder and reflect upon. This week, what I want to offer up is what I've been learning and hearing from people and reading, and it's just everywhere. And that is the experience of deep, painful loneliness. Not being alone, but loneliness, a sense of being isolated, not choosing to be alone, but being forced to be alone. And much of that reflects loss of a job, loss of a beloved, loss of health. And so my prayer, my reflection has been what might I offer to comfort, to companion you this week, especially if you are experiencing that kind of loneliness. What came to me was a prayer that is also a poem called To a Waterfowl. It means a great deal to me because I won a poetry reading contest in the 7th grade at Crane Country Day School, reciting To a Waterfowl. And so I offer it to you. I wish I were at the seaside where dusk is falling and there is a horizon and the sky is red and there's a shadow of a single bird flying in the sky. So I invite you, instead of seeing it behind me, to close your eyes and imagine a single lone bird flying in the sky at dusk. And remember to breathe. Whither amidst falling dew, while glow the heavens with the last steps of day, far through their rosy depths dost thou pursue thy solitary way. Vainly the fowler's eye might mark thy distant flight to do thee wrong, as darkly seen against the crimson sky thy figure floats along. Seek'st thou the plashy brink of weedy lake, or marge of river wide, or where the rocking billows rise and sink on the chafed ocean side? There is a power whose care teaches thy way along that pathless coast, the desert and illimitable air, lone wandering, but not lost. All day thy wings have fanned at that far height the cold, thin atmosphere, yet stoop not weary to the welcome land, though the dark night is near. And soon thy toil shall end. Soon shalt thou find a summer home and rest and scream among thy fellows. Reeds shall bend soon o'er thy sheltered nest. Thou art gone. The abyss of heaven hath swallowed up thy form. Yet on my heart deeply has sunk the lesson thou hast given, and shall not soon depart. He who from zone to zone guides through the boundless sky thy certain flight, in the long way that I must tread alone, will lead my steps aright. In the long way that I must tread alone, will lead my steps aright. And may we, with our fellows, sing again and welcome and embrace one another with love. But in the meantime, there is a power whose care guides us all, companions us, and brings us home.